Rob, how do you sum up today? Some brilliant football played by us. It sometimes feels like a loss, doesn't it, when you don't come in, when you play that well and don't score, but ultimately we're looking for performances, and that was a good one today, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're at the stage where the consistent performances will get us the results that we want. Coming away here and getting a point is nothing to be sniffed at, by the way, and the fact that we're so disappointed we haven't come away with all 3 points probably tells how well we played and the evolution of the squad since we come in. I was really pleased. I thought we weathered the storm in the first 15 minutes. Listen, we knew it was going to be direct, so we set pieces, crosses, and you have to rely on Connell making 2-3 unbelievable saves. He's been an absolute credit since he's come in. And then after that, I thought we dominated. It's always going to be hard in the first half, especially at this level, because teams are robust and they're trying to stop you. But I told the lads, if you keep playing, you keep doing the right things, keep moving the ball, especially in the way we play in terms of moving the ball from side to side, teams will not be able to do that for 90 minutes in the way they defend, and then the chances just kept coming and coming. Yeah, look, it's disappointing we couldn't get the goal to win it, because it would have been topped off what was an excellent performance. But what I am pleased with is that sort of the ingredients that we're trying to get to and the concepts were there. Probably, we could probably spend 60 minutes watching that game and just explain, and really highlight the things we're trying to do. So I thought everyone to a man was absolutely fantastic. And listen, it was not the finished article. We're not going to get too high or too low, but we're setting standards every week. Another clean sheet, another one game unbeaten in the league, and that's what we're going to need. Mentality, and then the football on top. You can see from the talented boys there that we're going to be absolutely fine. And yeah, I'm genuinely looking forward to the challenge, and I hope the players are, because they're a fantastic bunch. They're young, they're hungry, and they're showing that they've got no fear going into games.
Yeah, we spoke before the game about this being a very tough place to come. Obviously, a good atmosphere here. We had to sort of weather a storm, didn't we, for a little bit? As you say there, Connell's pulled off exceptional saves. The one over his head, I didn't think he had any chance of reaching that. And as a former goalkeeper yourself, you know how good that save is. So equally, it's so impressive how we grew into the game, because in those sort of first 15-20 minutes, I think Rovers probably think that they're the only side that's going to go on and win this, but then we just grew into the game, didn't we? It's massive credit to the lads.
Massive. And look, I think the hard thing to understand in football, and it's not always the case, but consistently what we're seeing at this level is teams are really robust, quite direct, powerful, strong, probably bigger and stronger than us, so we all know that's a fact, let's be honest with you. But we stood up to it, and yes, we relied on Connell making saves, and yes, we had to defend for our lives, but that's what you need to do if you want to stay up. If you want to progress in any life, any walk of life, especially in the football industry at this level, then you have to do that as a minimum, and that's what the lads did. They dug in. Panucci was just incredible. His running, his power, his pace, and we're building him up because he's had a tough injury, and just what he gave us there was incredible. And I could literally highlight every single one of the lads. I thought everyone to a man was exceptional. Rushy was ill. He's been on antibiotics and he got through 60-70 minutes. Swanee's been playing with a dead calf for 3 weeks. It's one of them ones. The lads are giving everything. They're sacrificing themselves for the team, and it showed, because when the subs come on, the lads work their nuts off. Excuse my language, and got us to a point where they were tired, and we were able to bring on the players that can then go and hurt them, and we just got to maybe clean up in the final third. But I'll take that all day long, knowing that we can improve in the final third, because that gives us a real good base, and again, it's the mentality I was so pleased with.
Yeah, the subs made a huge impact as well. I mean, I think a hatful of them probably could have scored. Rolsey's had a great chance. Tyrese has looked incredible when he's come on. Obviously, Tola's had a chance from Kelly's initial shot. So to see that everybody's pulling in the right direction, and you can get players on the pitch that are going to make an impact, that must be a pleasing thing for you as well.
Yeah, I think we're still at the bare bones. The players were missing, and then Harry's got an issue with his thigh, so he had to miss out today. But yeah, it just shows what strength we've got in depth. Only if we have that mentality and work rate, though. The work rate today was probably the highest we've done all year, and the lads have bought into that massively well. And to have that quality from the bench, Ty, I think we're going to see how much his quality is going to help us. Das, run himself into the ground, could barely move at the end, but that's what we need, and that's what we need to do. And the back three lads, Charlie Barker, Joy McKenna's tackle at the end, it goes unnoticed when you played so well, but they were tremendous, each to a man. And there's loads of things to improve on, which is good. But just really pleased with the performance, pleased with everyone, the coaching team, the Ricky, everyone's just doing everything for the cause, and hopefully we'll start to see the results of that coming.
Yeah, and I suppose it's just continuing that momentum, isn't it, as we take on Rotherham next week. But it almost felt like one of those games that, when we're really pushing at sort of 70, 75, if you score one, you probably back us to go on and score 2, 3, 4. So is it a case of at the end of games when you're playing so well, there's an element of frustration when you're not finding the back of the net?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not saying I'm not frustrated that we didn't come away with 3 points, because we should have done. But I think that performance showed me that we're going to be getting we'll be picking up more 3 points, and the fact that you come away here and there's only one team that's going to win it at the end. Okay, they had a couple of breakaways, which is normal in football, especially when you're such a heavy possession-based team and you're throwing bodies forward. But that's what we want to live and die by the sword. Then we're going to have to be positive, and have to have intent, and yeah. So no frustration really from me. I think the only frustration from my part is that will be that we don't keep building on what we've done. Keep building on it, and we'll keep picking up points, and we'll keep doing the hard yards, and we'll just keep getting better day after day.
Plenty of fans watching from home today. Obviously it's international break, so we were on television, but also 250 Crawley fans here, and I think no one could see more clearly the effort levels of the players today. I mean, the fans at the end were giving them, a really good round of applause, and were cheering them on throughout the whole game, because it was clear to see that sort of everyone was pushing together in the right direction. Yeah,
it was incredible. I mean, some of the work rate from the lads. Like, listen, there's work rate as a professional footballer, and then there's running beyond that, and the lads run beyond that today. The stats were absolutely incredible, to the point where you start panicking as a manager that people can get injured. But that's what it's going to take. And yeah, I thought the reception from the fans, and at the end, and the noise, the whole game, the noise was incredible. And it's just brilliant. You can see the club. It's difficult this year. You have such a successful year last year. You win most of your games, and then you come into a very tough league, and you're not going to win every week. But it's good. We've got to grasp onto the occasions, the travel, the stadiums, the teams we're playing, and we just got to enjoy it together. But I think you can get behind that team and that performance today, and I think you can get behind this squad the whole time. And considering the fact that we've got X amount of players out and the depth in the squad, hopefully we're going to, fingers crossed, get stronger rather than weaker.
Yeah, and just finally, a couple of penalty shouts towards the end of the game. Obviously, what's done is done now, it doesn't matter. But did you sort of have any opinion on them? I'm quite far up, so it wasn't a great view, but what did you make of them?
To be honest with you, I thought it would have been a bit harsh if they were given. I might be wrong if I watch it back, but yeah, I think look, we'd have deserved it, but no, I think it would have been harsh, if I'm being honest. I'd love to be really biased, but no. But the fact is, when you're in the box, these things happen. Penalties, tripping over people. You're creating more chances of scoring. So no, look, if it was a pen, it's a pen. That's football. We can't control that, but what we can control is how well we played, our work rate, togetherness, and just building this little bit of momentum we've got.
Perfect, thank you, Rob. Rush 0-0 here at Bristol Rovers. What did you make of our performance today?
I think we were brilliant. First 15 minutes was difficult. They had a few chances at our goal, and kind of made some great saves. They got unlucky with a few, to be fair. But after the 15 minutes, after we weathered the storm, it was pretty much all us for the rest of the game. First half, I think we could have created more shooting opportunities, but then second half, again, it was just all us.
Yeah, it's sort of mixed emotions, isn't it? Because when you play that well, you always want to go on and win games, and I suppose we did have chances to take it, but fundamentally it's a step in the right direction with the way we played, because that was, would you say, it's the best football we've played under Rob so far?
Most definitely, probably, actually. We've had a few games under Rob and Gaffer, should I say, but we ain't got the results we wanted. But again, like you said, it's a step in the right direction. I think that's maybe 4 or 5 games unbeaten now on the trot, so we take the positives from the game, and we go into next week with full of confidence, knowing that we can play like that.
Yeah, full of confidence for yourself. You caused, real havoc for the Bristol Rovers defenders out there, and for yourself, it must be nice to sort of have worked your way back into the team. Obviously, scored a great goal against Huddersfield. So, for yourself, some real positive strides as well as the team.
No, 100%. For me, it's just consistency. Now I started a few games on the trot. Now it's just getting consistency, and then once you get consistency, confidence is through the roof, and hopefully I can put in a few more performances like that today.
Yeah, and Rob mentioned that you've been suffering with a bit of illness this week as well, so to play that well, when you're not feeling 100% is very impressive. But was it hard to get through that?
Yeah, I got a chest infection, so it's difficult breathing, but again, just weather the storm, weather the storm and do what I can. And surprisingly, I felt all right during the game, so I just carried on playing and did as best as I could for the team.
Yeah, in terms of the attack, we did everything we needed to do today, other obviously than put the ball in the back of the net. But there's real positives and sort of real confidence we can take from that, isn't there? Because the likes of obviously Tyrese who come on, Tola as well, Addy, there was some real positive performances from a lot of them out there, wasn't there?
100%. We don't struggle to get in them areas. We get in them areas, no problem. We work the ball very well. And I had a shot on goal today, could have hit the target. I think Darth has also had a shot, could have hit the target. Tola has come on, causing problems. Ty's come on, causing problems. Addy also, and then we felt like we could have won it in the last 10-15 minutes, but we didn't quite get the final touch on goal. But again, like I said, we take the positives from the game, and going into next week, I think goals are there to come. We can score goals. We've showed that, so yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Rush.